-I 1.1 space. I want to save it under temp file, or maybe just Word, under Word, and then it should be test.cap. Copy this command and then paste it over here. Refresh your pages onto client machine. Stop it. Says 27 packets were received. So you must see this file available, test.cap. If you say quit, cd word dir, so it should have test.cap. Do you see that? Right? If you really want to open up that file into Wireshark captures, let me just go ahead and access my big IP using WinSCP, and let me copy paste this file onto my local machine, and then I'll open up it in Wireshark. So 2.245 root moment desktop, and let me say sort cert, and here go to Word, and then you must see the test file here. Test.cap been copied. Go to desktop, store cert, open it, and it will get open up in your Wireshark like this. Right, guys? Because you defined this IP address, so that's why it's there, right? So you have these all packets that you captured using the filter. So that's how you can apply the TCP dump command onto your big IPs, right? So you have some advanced filters as well that you could go through with. So if you go to advanced TCP dump filters, right? So you can even define like SYN, FIN, right? TCP headers, right? So these all are advanced filters. ICMP, if you want to capture the ICMP packets with using ICMP header like that, so even length you can define. You get my point? So these all are advanced filters. But ultimately, the uses of TCP dump is to perform packet captures onto your machine. So let me ping these URLs in chat room. This is for basics TCP dump, and this is for advanced TCP dump. Now you are back on iHealth, and you can see the status here. So one is critical. You could see that what is critical on your big IP, and you can see everything over here, right? You could also look for the LTM logs here, right? So if you want to look at the LTM logs, click here, and then you can just look at the LTM logs. It will display you all of the logs. How many virtual servers, nodes, pools, iRules, SNATs, NATs, everything. You can see everything over here, right, guys? So critical, what is critical? Click on critical, it will display you that what is critical, right? So TMUI vulnerability, right? So you can see that it's been fixed in all these versions. So we have to install this 14.1.2.6. That's the critical. Then again, go back to your status. Will show you your status. You can also look for the logs. You can see all of the logs over here, right, guys? So it's starting from August, and today it is 4th of October. So that's what you can see here. This is what you enabled, right? So you are seeing, you are able to see all these logs over here, right, guys? So that's good. So that's how you could analyze your QK view file over iHealth. So even this portal is looking like a dashboard of your big IP, right? Like it is looking like you do have an access to your big IP itself, right, guys? So you could even see the hardware related information over here. Also, you could look at the software based information. So it was showing us this is a virtual edition, right? So now you can also look at the software related information, the high availability, the licensing, everything you can see under this iHealth portal once you have uploaded the QQ view file. And even you can see your host name here, right? So that all looks good. So this is what you can see right over here. Config Explorer, LTM related configuration you want to see, you can see that. Network related configuration you want to see, you could see that. Nodes, you could see that how many nodes you have onto this big IP. So you do have access to your account by your own, right? You are not going to provide an access of this account to anybody else. You are just trying to analyze your QKView file by your own. And in fact, in most cases, if F5 tech support is not able to perform troubleshooting in your environment, they will always ask for that, hey, provide us your QKView file and we're going to deploy that in our environment, right? So again, you will have to provide it to your F5 tech support. Okay. No, it's not possible. No, no, no. That's something like you should have a development lab in your organization, right? So if you have development lab, you can go ahead and you can make the practice or you can make the configuration changes in development lab, perform testing. If all good, then go ahead and then apply your changes in production environment. Okay. So that's that piece. TCP dump is also completed, and even you could execute your TCP dump use having access GUI access of your box, like similar to how we generated QQ file. So here you could say TCP dump, and then you could say, hey, add rule on which interface, packet, how many packets, then options, timeout, like that, and then you could just perform TCP dump, or you could perform packet captures right over here. Okay. So any questions so far? So we are also done with that. Thereafter, let me discuss around. There is one more option that we had, which was policies, and I believe that in previous class you asked me that what is policy. So even you can create the policies and you can attach, you can get them attached to your virtual servers, right? So using policies, like if I go and create the policies, it is again kind of similar thing that we did using iRules, right? So for example, if you want to create a policy, go ahead and create one. Let's say test, right? And then say create policy. You could also define the matching rules. If you have different policies, like multiple policies, then which policy should get executed first, you can define over here, right? Under strategy. So you have this policy test. Let it get loaded. Give it a moment. Yeah, click on it and then add your rules over here. So rules, create, name, rule 1, like this, and then you could say match all of the following conditions, like all traffic or what? Client SSL, HTTP header, HTTP user agent, browser type is or ends with, contains, any of, in a data group. Also you could create some data groups, but let's say is any of what? MSIE, right? Like this, Microsoft Internet Explorer, at request, then action should be maybe ignore. So it's up to you that what do you want to perform, right? Maybe you could say log, like this, log message, right? At request itself, right guys? So if you get a HTTP request using browser type Microsoft Internet Explorer, then I'll generate a log message. So these kind of policy rules you can create, and thereafter you can attach this policy to your virtual server. So that's what you will be doing by creating policies. So you have so many options over here, right? GeoIP, CPU uses, client SSL, HTTP URI. So if HTTP URI, right? If HTTP URI contains, like host is not, or maybe start with, or contains any of what? www.facebook.com, add, remove that, add request, then perform logging, or maybe by default do the following when the traffic is matched. By default it's ignored, but you could say disable, or maybe you could say redirection to location what, right? So you could also, or maybe you could replace that with HTTP host with value www.unsupported.page.com, like this, at request. So save that. So that's how you would be creating multiple rules here. Once you have created rules like this, right, go back to your policy. Just a moment. An error occurred, could not communicate with the system. How? Wait guys, maybe it's just because of the slowness, but this is how you would be creating your policies. And finally, say policy list. I should have policy in place, and thereafter I'll have to publish that first. So let's say I said select and then publish. And once it is published, thereafter I can go ahead and I can get this attached to the virtual server. mean, it says like not found. Okay, it's there. Thereafter, go back to your virtual server. Let's say this virtual server. Go to resources. iRule is already there. Also go to policy. Call your policy and then finish it. So that's how you could apply the policy to your virtual server, right? And this policy had this rule. Let me just show you. This rule HTTP URI contains facebook.com and request, and it should get replaced with this. Okay, guys. So that's how you could create the policies and you could leverage them, right, to perform some kind of redirection, replace host portion, URI portion, like that. Okay, guys. So that's all about the policies. I can also perform that, like instead of saying www.facebook.com, I could say 5.5.5, and thereafter I could say that, hey, replace it with www.unsupportedpage.com. So, I mean, this is quite similar to what we did using iRules when it comes to the URL redirection, right? So it's similar to that. So you can have multiple rules, like you had rule 1, then you could also create one more rule over here, right? To do so, first of all, you will have to remove this policy, right? And thereafter only, I mean, if it is already published, then you cannot add further more rules over here, right? So you just have to make sure that you are adding your rules before publishing it, right? So that's that piece. So we are done with everything, whatever we were supposed to cover during this LTM training now. What I can do, I can give you another session for at least, like for 1 hour. And that should be dedicated for troubleshooting only. Let me give you a time if you can make yourself available. So you can come online next week at 1 p.m. if you really want. So at 1 p.m. I can take your troubleshooting, one more session only for, I mean, that would be related to troubleshooting only. Like we will have discussion around the troubleshooting, like how to perform troubleshooting. However, we have covered all the methodologies, like how to perform, how to use TCP dump, how to use iRules to generate log messages, like that. But again, in case if you really want to perform some troubleshooting or you want to learn some troubleshooting skills over the big IP box, then I can make myself available next Saturday at 1 p.m. sharp. So if you really want to join that session, please let me know. I'll make myself available. I'll log in using the same link. If not, I mean, if you really think that it's not really needed, then yeah, I mean, we are done then.
Okay, sir. So I think we should have a session on troubleshooting.
Arjun, Praveen.
We can.
Okay, then. See you in next week on Saturday only, and I'll get login around 1 p.m. Right, guys?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All
sir.
right then. So I'm done for today, and we shall continue in next week now. One class, and that will be dedicated to troubleshooting. Okay, that would be your last class. Bye for now.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Bye bye.